Yeah, good evening, guys. A quick one this evening again before I jump into the matter for the day. Please, I wanted to just press your share button. Let's share this show right now. Let us share this show right now. We're going to have a very interesting time today by God's grace. As we wait for others to come in, please just press your share button. Yesterday was really intriguing. It was really interesting yesterday as I dealt with Comrade Magnus Oraka, on issues bordering on the unity of the South. And he explained a lot of things on why we as the Southerners must think and unite together as people of the same color, people of the same interest. And I saw it so interesting and intriguing that I decided to bring it back one more time again. But it's not going to be today, anyways, depending on the outcome of things. But I hope and I believe that in the shortest possible time, we're going to see him here again with us. And I want to just start pressing your share button. Let's invite friends in. At least let's get 20 persons on Facebook, at least 10 on YouTube. Then we kick off the show for the day. I'm going to talk about that little boy, in Lagos called the Desmond Elliot. Thank you very much, ma. Desmond Elliot. That guy is really an idiot. It's a big bumfool who is actually undermining and underrating the the power of youth, and getting some of us really pissed off. Yeah, I need 20 on Facebook, 10 on YouTube. Then I start with my talk today. So just be inviting friends in. Share the broadcast. Let's bring friends in. Let's bring friends in as we shoot to the air. Okay? Press your share button as we shoot to the air. Just press your share button as we continually to shoot to the air.
Bluetooth mode.
Now we are 10. We are 9. We are not 9 on Facebook, so we need more. Just be pressing your share button. YouTube is still very far too, so let's see how we can bring in more people in. I've come to say thank you. That's a no man. I've come to say thank you. I said no matter. I said no. Irregular comment well. Oh, no record. Irregular comment well. Oh, no record. Many things you did do for me when nobody feed you. My going and coming, you follow me. Java, the love you show me always blow my mind. I will rise up in the morning, singing hallelujah. Who you were, Papa? We hear the bomb. Because you know that they are. so. You deserve all the glory. You deserve all the honor. Ooh, I say, I've come to say thank you. I say no man.
Please press your share button. Let's welcome in friends.
Oh, I say, oh, I've come to say thank you. I say no man. I say no man.
Mr. Ojo, I greet you, sir. Good evening, sir.
You are the wonder working God. You are beautiful beyond description. Who can fathom the depth of your love? Too marvelous for words to comprehend. It is well. Oh, you know you.
I'm not with my friend. You got
to say thank you. I say, I've come to say thank you. I say, no man. Oh, Sam, oh,
your mom and mine.
Oh, man, all right, you record your own and well. Oh, man, all right, oh, I say, I've come to say thank you. I say, no man. Oh, Sam, oh, you record your own and well.
King Call, I greet you, sir.
You record your own and well. Oh, man, all right, Brought me up from the miry clay, set my feet on the rock to stay. No one can do the things you do. You never let me fall at all. I
give you always say
always in that's who you are, Jesus.
Okay, now let's start the show. Now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, your brother, your friend, Humanist Steven, live on Matter Arising with Humanist Steven. Welcome to the show. Today is going to be intriguing, exciting, and educating. And it's going to be wonderful all through the day. I want to put your hand on your share button. Let's invite friends in for a wonderful time as we begin the show tonight. Tonight is going to be on our brother, our friend, one of the most popular actor of his time, but who has become a puppet and the mouthpiece of the cabals and the godfather in Edo State. He's no other person than Desmond Elliot. We'll talk about him today, the guy who has turned out to become the mouthpiece of the cabal. And I want to say something clearly today. After listening to him on the floor of the Lagos State House of Assembly some few days ago, I came to the conclusion that there is only one thing we need to redeem Nigeria from the shackles of these political, witches and wizards that have held the state hostage since 1960 until we kill them. If not, the youth of our time are going to be corrupt, just like Desmond Elliot have been corrupted. Okay, we must put an end to the cabals if we want a better Nigeria. We must put a total end to cabalism in Nigeria if we actually want to have a new, better Nigeria. When I listen to this young man who grew, who became famous through the social media space, is today advocating for the ban or for the regulation of the activities within the social media space. It becomes questionable what mentality had he developed in these few years that he has surrounded himself with the grandpas and the grandmas that have held Nigeria hostage since 1960. If you check it clearly, everyone there today, right from Buhari down to Tinubu, down to all these guys, one way or the other, they were among the people that were giving birth to or that ran in one political office or the other during the time of independence till now. So these guys actually be the problem of this nation from the beginning. You want a man who is the face of the social media. A man who went to stadium through the social media space. A man who became a celebrity through the social media space. A man who was once an ambassador of the social media space. Today is advocating that the social media space should be regulated because some people felt they are being threatened by the exposure of their criminality and criminal act in governance. Is being worried by the way and manner you have been, backlashed by the constituency which he represented, that he had not been able to do anything tangible to the people that actually brought him down there. But I'm not here to talk about his political antecedents, but I'm here to talk about the nonsense that he vomited in the Lagos State House of Assembly when he began to speak and call our people, the youth, men of his age, even calling celebrities children. The greatest pain I have is for this same celebrity to have supported Desmond Elliot, for him to become a representative of the youth. So you see, sometimes when we clamor for the youth to take over the space of governance, we must be very, very careful. The people that we are actually clamoring to take over. Because most of them might have the body of a youth, but they have the capacity and the mentality of the cabas. I repeat, some people who we claim to be youth might actually have the body of the youth physically, but their capacity and mentality is that of the cabas that have held the nation hostage for the last 60 years. So Desmond Elliot became one of those. Now, my question is this: how are we going to redeem our youth from associating, from being, corrupted, from being, there is this what we call, I'm going to explain something along the line, from being corrupted by this man. The only way in which we can be able to do that is to apply the rolling style in Ghana. The only way we can be able to build a new Nigeria is to apply the rolling style. When Rollins came to government in Ghana, all he did was to make sure he executes. I'm not saying killing these people now. Do not kill them. We're going to use what we call a political execution. We send them to compulsory retirement. We make sure that a law will be put that the moment you are 60 years, you are forbidden from participating in any political whatsoever as far as the Nigerian space is concerned. This is very, very important. For us to be able to change the narrative of what is happening in the nation called Nigeria. Having listened to Desmond Elliot's presentation at the House, I just concluded that Nigeria can never move forward, no matter the youth that are involved, until we end the cabals who have been in government since 1960. Their political life needs to be ended. We need to send them on political retirement and political oblations, that they will not be seen within the corridor of power, in order for them not to corrupt the mind of the youth to think like them, act like them, and behave like them. Yet it's during the Zoom meeting we had today. Just 1 minute, guys. Sorry. During the Zoom meeting we had today, no, yesterday, there was a guy who was contributing, and he said something really, really remarkable. He said, I'm going to use Edo State as a case study right now. He said, in the Edo State politics, even when you are a youth, when you are coming in, they turn Edo State politics into cultism. Whereby when you are coming in order for you to veer for any political position, these old demonic political figures who call themselves political godfathers, who I call the principalities and powers in politics. Now I said they will take these people. I said it during the election. People thought I was just joking. Said they will take these people in, and you must belong to one court. Either you are a member of Asigidi, Uboni, or Webe, whatever they call it. Then they will not take you to swear an oath of allegiance, an oath of total obedience to these people. They will not give you the areas in which you should not, for whatsoever reason, develop. They will tell you this area you can never develop it. And if you do, your children will die. I was shocked to my bone when I hear such revelations coming up in one of our Zoom meetings yesterday. And this is what is actually happening today. Those of you that know Desmond Elliot is so articulate, so intelligent and smart, but today he talks like a dummy. That shows something is wrong somewhere. Something is not adding up. Either he had been initiated into the occult world of these political, criminals. I don't want to call political witches and wizards. He have been incorporated into them, that he not think reasons like them. If not, a youth of his age will not go to the extent of behaving or thinking in the manner in which he spoke a few days ago. You saw what happened in Benin during the election. Now, Benin had peace because we actually killed and buried most of their political ambitions in Benin. We are still coming because some youth today are not acting as godfathers because of their relationship with this old man in the temples. They have been infected with political coronavirus. Okay? Now, there are viruses, there are political coronaviruses you don't know. You need to know that today. There are viruses called political coronavirus. Now, we all know coronavirus, how it works. You can get infected. You don't know. It takes 14 days for incubation stage before they can be, an actual evidence that you are carrying corona. So there's a time frame between 7 and 14 days, okay, of the incubation period. The same thing with some of these guys. When they go into this political, camp, they get infected with the demonic political coronavirus, whereby they don't see the people anymore. All they see is themselves and these people that have, projected them to become the leader. You remember when Desmond Elliot came to Benin, he said, I am a product of godfatherism. He was bold, a youth was bold to say that on a national television, that he is a product of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bold enough. That shows you that the mentality of our brother is no more that of the youth, but political old man. He's not thinking the way you are thinking now, because all he thinks about now is how much wealth he can be able to accumulate to himself. The cabals are like virus that spreads around the body. They spreads. They get everyone contaminated. As you go through where they are, as you pass through them, if you are not using your spiritual or political face mask or nose cover, you have no other option than to be contaminated by the virus that is on ground. Okay? Until you begin to put up, this political mask or political face shade and put it on political hand glove to be able to understand I am for a new generation. I cannot be contaminated with their coronavirus, which they are spreading politically all around. The cabals are like virus that spreads all around the body and can contaminate even the best among us. Even the best among us can be contaminated if you are not taken. This is what Obaseki did between 2016 and 2020 when he said, I am not ready to share the collective weight of the Edo people to some few. Obaseki had a political face shield and a political face mask and a political hand glove so that he refused to be contaminated by the virus, the political coronavirus that goes with these cabals. He got himself protected. He wasn't moved, by the glamour of the office. He wasn't moved by what is coming out from the people that was around him. This is what our brother could not, or is not able to do. He decided to swim in the corridor of these political criminals and is now having a robust relationship with these men who are closer to their grave than being alive. These guys, they are now on 1% battery. Very soon, their battery is going to be off. Very soon, Buhari, what is his name? Even Osibanjo, Tinubu, all of them, very soon, their battery is going to go off. Anybody that is crossing 70 years is already gone. They're on part-time. Anything can happen. But Edmond, you're not even up to your 50s now. You're just in your mid-40s. You're 45 or 46 maximum. But you are thinking, talking, behaving like this bunch of people that have kept us hostage. How do you think your political career can continue? Not to talk about that, there are many of these same people in Edo State also today who are working, dining, thinking, reacting like the whole political people. All they think of is how they are going to enrich themselves. Let me tell you guys, politics is not for you to become rich. Politics is for service. Politics is not for you to build mansions, to build duplexes. Politics is for you to serve the people. Until the mindset is being regenerated towards why people go into politics, we will continually produce political criminals as leaders. Because the youth of our generation are not being corrupt based on the antecedents of these people who have one time came into power. We as a people must start thinking, what are we going to do? What is the way? We'll begin to educate our youth. If you want to go into politics, you are not going there to make money. You're not going there to make fame. You're not going there to get yourself enriched. You are going there to serve humanity. That's the thing we need to start selling to our people. You are going into politics in order for you to serve humanity. That's why I said when I was supporting Obaseki, I told him, I don't want to be part of your government. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I am doing this based on my conviction that you have the mind of the people and you are ready to serve the people. Every youth must put this at the back of their mind. You are not there to enrich yourself. You are there to serve. This is what Desmond Elliot is not thinking about. He thinks he has arrived. He had so much made some money because all the construction projects that he had been receiving, he had done nothing rather than building a toilet. The only project he has done in Surulere, construction 1, is to build a toilet that's not even up to 3 million naira project. And he went there shamelessly and commissioned it. The cabals are really the coronavirus in our system, which get into you and take a period of time to incubate and then develop symptoms and then finally attack you. If you watch social media today, among the Edos, they are already fighting for positions. As I speak to you now, the entire social media space is on fire. Our Edo sons and Edo daughters are already jetting, fighting dirty on the social media space for positions. Do you know why? Are they going there to serve? Because if you're going to serve, you don't need to fight to serve. You allow the people to voluntarily choose you into service. Because our minds is all about what we are going to benefit, what is there in the government for us. This mentality we need to end. That is the mentality of the cabals. That is not the mentality of our generation. We want to be the generation whereby we go into service and we leave the service just the way we went in. We want to live like the way the Westerner does it. A man will go into government and he will come back the same he went in. Nothing different. Nothing like he became rich. Overnight, became a multi-millionaire or a billionaire. He just went in, he came out the same way. With little differences. Based on the money he was receiving. Not one who goes in, is coming out to become a billionaire. He now buys a private jet, run around town. Buy church properties all over the world in 8 years in government. This is why people, our youth, are fighting dirty, both on social media and even diabolically, to come to power. So when we are talking about Desmond Elliot, we are talking about many Desmond Idiots in Edo State also. There are many Desmond Idiots in Edo State. So I'm also using this medium to cry to my Edo brothers and sisters. Please do not become another Desmond Elliot in our state. If you want to go and govern, want to see difference in your time. Because Obaseki has told us and taking 60% of the youth in this government in this second term. Every youth that will be taken, do not think about you alone. Go there and make the youth proud. That will have a need, a chance to take over government and make something really nice for the people. So don't go there fighting that jetting, and at the end you are not being made a commissioner or an SA or an SSA or board directors, and all you do is to enrich yourself. You will be called another Desmond idiot. If you are going into the system, please go there because of the people. We fought for Obaseki, not for you to become a multi-billionaire. We fought for Obaseki, not for you to come, and overlord the people. We fought for him so that the youth will be represented, so we can be able to take over the government and make our state and our nation a better place. If you are not on the same page with me, you are a Desmond idiot. If you are there, you want to buy, you are running for governor, you want to buy governor because you want to buy Prado. You are fighting to become a commissioner, SA or SSA, or a board director because you want to build mansions in trust areas in GROA. You are one of the Desmond idiots. If you're in government, you want to embezzle, so that you embezzle the money. At the end of the day, your street will not be tied. Your constituency will be done. Your local government, there's no development. You are a Desmond idiot. If Obaseki employ you into his government in this second term, and at the end of the day, your local government that you represent, there is no light, there is no water, no good road. You didn't do anything to make sure that you take development to your state, all because of your selfish interest. You are getting kickback on what they need to do. You are a Desmond idiot. Okay? If, for whatsoever reason, Obaseki gave you power, it makes you commissioner, SS, SSS, board directors, whatever, as a youth, and you decided not to use your office to alleviate the suffering of the people, you are a Desmond idiot. If Obaseki give you government as a youth, because he said 60% of his government is going to be youth, and you now, for whatsoever reason, you get a position as a youth, and you now decide to become a god, to the youth, that when they talk, you don't want them to talk, you tell them to shut up. You are a Desmond idiot. We need a government whereby the youth can come to your office as a commissioner and speak to you. We need a government whereby the youth can come to your office as a senator, House of Rep, State House of Assembly, as a director, whatever position you have. We need a government whereby we can walk into your office and discuss with you as a youth to a youth on a constructive debate, not one whereby you not isolate yourself from the people. If you do that, you are a Desmond idiot. If you feel, being a commissioner, board directors, SSS, or whatever position that will be available during this second term of Obaseki, is just for you to come in and get yourself, acclimatized to the weight, the commonwealth of the people. All you want is, okay, I'm going to be part of the government. I'm going to go in there, do everything, make money, become rich, and steal money so that I can contest for governor tomorrow. Bros, you are a Desmond idiot. We want to make sure that the people coming in, you are coming into government to serve us. You are coming in, not like Desmond idiots. who is serving the cabals, who is serving soul pocket. No, we don't need that in Edo State. Any one of you that have that ambition in your head, brother, even before you actualize it, the God of heaven would have kicked you out. If you think you can be able to cajole us to believe that you are the best, and at the end you get there, you want to not turn us to become mumus, you are a Desmond idiot. So as you are going, brothers, sisters, you are going into a Obaseki government, don't become a Desmond idiot. Stand on the side of the youth. We mean NSAS. We mean NSAS. Earn any bogus salary. Go there and say, government, we need to end all bad salaries. We need to end every unnecessary expenditure that is not according to the dictates of the people. That is what the youth is going to do there, not for you to go there and enrich yourself. So if you are going in as a 60% youth, open your ear, because I will use you to sing on social media that you yourself, you will know that you just buy markets. So as you are going there, go there when they are having your executive meeting. Go there and fight for the youth. When you're having your legislative meeting, go there and fight for the youth. Not when you go there, you are thinking of how you're going to reach yourself at the detriment of the people. We tag you, Desmond Idiot. From tomorrow, we're going to say no to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. I'm going to hashtag it. No to Desmond Idiot. Hashtag no to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Mona Rata, people write it. Hashtag no to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. I want to get it 100 times. Facebook, YouTube, write it. Hashtag no to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Hashtag no to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Start writing. Facebook, YouTube. No to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Just be writing it. Be writing. If you don't write, I will not continue. Just be writing. No to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Just be writing. I want to see it full. Yes, thank you, social media, social method. Just be writing. No to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. Put it up. I want to see that. I want it to trend today. No to Desmond Idiot in Edo State. 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 They will ban him. Enough is enough. People will just go to government and put us in perpetual poverty. Look at the guy who came to stadium through social media. He's not saying social media should be abolished. For goodness sake, which kind of person be that? A man who is the face of the TV, is the face of television. Can somebody just fathom that? Is a face of television. A man who was a nobody until the same social media brought him to stadium. Just wake up one day. You were a movie star. Maybe I think that the guy thought that he was acting movies. Maybe I thought the guy was acting movies. Maybe he think I was acting movies when he was talking. All these Nollywood people, their life is movie. He was just thinking that it was movie. He was acting. It was movie. It was acting. So he never knew that. It was a real life. So he thought it was a movie. Maybe that's why he was saying what he was saying. For goodness sake. That guy had been infected with the old cabal mentality. That's my point. The guy has been infected. His entire psychic is not thinking like the 70-year-old grandpa in Asorok and the 70-year-old grandpa in Babylon. It's not thinking straight like a normal youth anymore. He not thinks like one who is not demented, rejected, mentally, decapacitated. He's no more acting like a youth that he is. His mental capacity have been so much, compromised that today he thinks little lesser than his normal capacity as a person. And it is painful that we now have a Desmond Elliot as a youth. It pains me that in our time like this, a guy who's supposed to have been the mouthpiece, the advocacy of a new Nigeria, a man who's supposed to have gone to the house and used his youthful exuberance to make a difference, decided to fall in line with the political cabals. He got infected with political coronavirus. And today is on ICU. It's on a political ICU. After he has been totally infected, bastardized, his political lungs have been taken over by the extent of the damage that the political virus that have been infected him has done to his own political psychic. People that have conscience like me will say no until we begin to tell these people the truth. They think power is to make money. They think political offices is to get themselves rich at the detriment of the people. Yeah, that one, I'm coming for her. That one, that woman herself, I don't even know what I want to call her. You call it youth, Nigerian youth, drug abusers. I pity these people. These are children, these are youth who were supposed to have been there to know the feeling, the pains that we as youth are passing through. Said Desmond Elliot was a good guy, but get infected by the political coronavirus in Nigeria, and the situation has passed through the incubation stage to a full-blown political coronavirus patient. He's no more worried about what will happen to his integrity. You know, when you are in ICU, one of my friends got this coronavirus, and I know what it is. When you're in ICU, you are destroyed. Now you are destroyed mentally, physically, psychologically. He told me a lot of stories about the coronavirus situation. And I see Desmond Elliot in that perspective politically. It's now in ICU. So it's not only seeing the reality of things anymore. All it sees is now in the dream world. In the dream world. We are only the cabals of his age mate now. Not the youth. The cabals of his age mates are dwelling. You know, when you are getting to 70, 80 years, what all you dream of about is death. You're not start seeing yourself in another realm of things. That is where Desmond Elliot has found himself today. Desmond Elliot does not care about his political career anymore. But Desmond Elliot does not care about his political is integrity anymore. Desmond Elliot does not care anymore about what the youth of his age will say about him. Desmond Elliot does not care about tomorrow because he thinks his godfather, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will live forever. I promise you, Desmond Elliot, Ahmed Tinubu will not last more than maybe maximum 10, 11 years' time. He's going to be in 90s. So he's already dead. If he's not dead but physically, he's going to be dead politically because then he'll become irrelevant. So you're going to come back to the same people you've called all sorts of names while you were making your stupid, rubbish, uninteresting, unintelligent presentation at the floor of the Lagos State House of Assembly. It's a shame, a big shame, for you to have done what you did, for the name you have called. The people. Like I said, a man who was so bold to say, I'm a product of godfatherism, and I'm proud of it. You will know the man psychologically have been damaged. A man who could say that will tell you that psychologically the man have been destroyed. That's the reason why, man. That's why they go to politics. To ride on others. We must kill that mentality in Nigeria. I said some day ago, here, the local government chairman of the state, of the local government where I was in a 2-bedroom flat on top of the what is it called? Of the building that I was living in. He also ran with us every morning to catch up with the train. He lives a normal life like every one of us. He was a youth. He makes, his name to be known in the space of things. As a youth, when you have an opportunity of getting into any government of whatsoever, the first thing you need to do is to see how you can be able to build the people. Put the people first before you. But the truth is this, whether you steal or not, if you go into politics wholeheartedly, with your salaries, with your salary, and everything that you get, you can easily be rich, but not super rich or extremely rich, which is the problem of today political figures in Nigeria. They don't want to just get rich. They want to get super rich. They have destroyed the entire system. That today we have the super rich and the poor. So there is no middle class right now in the Nigeria cadre of socioeconomic ladder. No middle class. Either you are extremely rich, you are extremely poor. Okay? Either you are extremely rich or you are extremely poor. That is the mindset that they are giving to the youth of our time. But you going to governance as a youth is not to be super rich. Neither you going in is for you to be extremely poor. But you going in is to benefit the masses who have put their trust and confidence in you. Most of you here insulting me today. You live in Europe. And you know the leaders of most of these countries are actually young guys. All they think of is how they're going to make a name that they will be remembered for in a very, very long time. Thank you, my patriotism. That is the difference. That is the mindset I'm selling in. I am not insulting Desmond. I'm not using Desmond as what is the name of this guy? This guy is I think this guy is still bitter about the election. It goes from 1 to 3 destiny. Please, sir. The election is over. We have already won the election, and we need peace right now. We are fighting for a better Edo and a better Nigeria. So if I vote for Obaseki, I campaign for Obaseki, and Obaseki won you guys, it's not enough to create this unnecessary war that you are creating here today. Please, okay? Do not insult me. If you feel what I'm saying is not okay, get up from my wall, then move further. Or if, as a matter of fact, you can also take your video, take your phone or your laptop, do a live video, and try as much as possible to also explain to your people. Thank you very much, bro. Okay? So there's no need of insult right now. I will just give him that. If you come again, I'm going to block him. Because I'm just trying to explain to you now. Listen, if I supported Obaseki, that was my choice. Your choice was to support Izeyamu. Now that Obaseki have won, we all must join hands together to make Edo great. If by whatever reason you people decided not to make Edo great, by whatsoever reason, it's not going to affect only Obaseki, it's going to affect you, me, my parents, your parents, our families. So we must think now. We have supported Obaseki. Obaseki have won. I have a reason of giving Obaseki my vote. Then I think this guy is more of an idiot than I actually think that he can have reason to actually think. It's out of this world. I think the guy is mentally derailed. He's still, guys. Some people are still suffering from the aftermath of the election. Let's forget about this election. We have already won the election. It is won. It is gone. Okay, there's no need of us. We should be talking about what has been won. What we should be talking about now is how are we going to make things better? Because these are people who really want to see. Yeah, they are bitter. Yes, Vision T, that's it. They are bitter. They are really, really bitter. They are really bitter. They are really bitter. We've won the election. It's a better idea that we need now. We need people who are there to make Edo a better place, to make Nigeria a better place. Let's not talk about me supporting Obaseki. I have a reason of supporting him. And that reason today, he has proven me beyond every reasonable doubt that is working according to the plans. So no need of crying over already split milk, brother. It's over a month. It's going to 2 months now that we beat you guys hands down. Let's forget about it, please. Election not finish. More leave election matter. You saw me now, narrating, even warning even the people that support Obaseki like me, that if you get position, you start to enrich yourself. I said you are a Desmond idiot. Okay? Okay, guys. Now, this guy called himself a product of Godfather. That was so painful. And when I saw that, I said, like, what? A youth. If even I am even a product of Godfather, I will start wondering that how will I accept on a national TV to say I am a product of Godfather? That shows the guy has already sold his soul. to the cabals. You know what godfather means? One who puts you in a place, you are not a figurehead. You don't have a say of your own. That is godfatherism. One who dictates, who sit in his parlor and tell you what will happen. That is a godfather. One will tell you how much was the budget of the state. Okay, I will take 10%, you take 10%, you take 5%, you take 3%, then put 2% in the central, then put 2%. He will just say it in the city room. And that is the way it goes. That is a godfather. So we don't want that kind of boy in Edo State politics. We don't want that kind of people who just think all they want is to get themselves rich. We don't need them in Obaseki government. If they are there, they are Desmond idiots. You know, Lai Mohammed, here is why I'm angry. Lai Mohammed said a few days ago that one of the greatest problems of Nigeria today is social media. That they are doing everything. That's what Lai Mohammed said. They are doing everything to make sure that they curb the social media space. Then a few days later, Desmond Elliot, who is a youth, who also trains very well on social media, came up with the same idea. Came with the same idea that the social media need to be regulated. And some people are here saying I should not talk about such a person. The power we have. Listen, do you know why most of these EPA people are still crying? Because the election was won on social media. Do you know that? The Obaseki election was actually won on social media. So to them, they are really, really worried. They hate people like us. Who lend our voice to make sure that we dismantle every of their structure. So when they come in, all they say is to insult. They are not ready to listen. They're not ready to have an idea. They're not ready to contribute. They just come here and they said, Bosa, insult. How can a man say, people don't understand. So people telling me today, insulting me here now. If they regulate it, you will be affected. Even your private conversation with your wife, with your husband, will be trapped by the government. You guys don't understand. Sometimes when you ask for certain things, try to think of it very well. The aftermath consequences. If the social media space is being regulated the way they are saying now, it means when you write anything on your wall, when you are on your WhatsApp call, when you are on your messenger call, even with your wife, having private discussions with your girlfriend, it will be on the gallery of the government who is regulating it. That is the meaning of regulation. So as far as you are within that geographical location called Nigeria, you have no secret anymore. Today we have phone call. You have no secret on it. Normal phone call, you have no secrets. But the only way you can have secret now is when you use your messenger or your WhatsApp, Twitter, what is it called, Instagram or wherever. That's when you have secrets. That you can say, okay, I have the secret, I can keep it there. But the moment it's not regulated, everything about the social media will come to the bare light that you have nothing to hide anymore. So your speeches will be regulated. Things that you do privately will be regulated. So anybody, whether old or youth, particularly the youth, who is also trending on social media, come up with such an idea, we as a people need to say, no. So now he's saying that the social media space should be regulated because we are insulting the political coronavirus in our system. That's why. Say they're insulting elders, which it costs elders. Insulting who? A man that make the people poor. You want me to respect such a man? A man that bought half of Lagos. You want me to respect such a man? Eh? You guys don't actually understand what these guys are doing. They want to shut you up completely, permanently. Just like in China. In China today, nobody speaks in China without the government not knowing, even on WhatsApp. Even on WhatsApp. China don't use Facebook. If you're in China, you are not permitted to do video call in some areas. It's prohibited. This is the level that they have gone up to. And that is what these guys want to introduce to Nigeria. A Dracula system whereby the right of the people is taken completely from them. And some people here are clapping for them. Insulting me by telling you the truth so you go and know what the problem is. These set of people are actually part of the Desmond Elliot we are talking about. How can you imagine? During his presentation, he called us children. This man opened his mouth, called his age mates, people who even senior one, he called them children. Because he had an opportunity of being in the State House of Assembly. That was supposed to be a privilege to him. He has turned into rights. He actually called us children. Call us children. Do you know why? Do you know why the man sees us as children? People don't know why. Because mentally, politically, he's an old man. He's already part of the cabals. Like I said, he has been infected by the political coronavirus. So I think it's 44 or 45 or 46. It's between 44 and 46. He had been infected by the coronavirus. So he's never seen himself as a youth. He's not sees himself as part of the whole people. So to us, to him, these weak people who's supposed to be his age mates are not called youth. I mean children. Instead of using the word my age mate or youths, he now called us children. who goes on social media insulting their elders. Desmond Elliot now became an elder. So we are children. He is an elder. And some people here, we support such a person. Anyone that will support anybody, my age mate to call me children, is a Desmond Elliot. Anyone that is insulting me here because I'm exposing the hidden agenda of the cabals that have infected the youth, such a person is Desmond Elliot. Yeah, Desmond Mumu. You are calling us children. That's even what paid many of them. Many of the celebrities said, what? You call us children? People like Davido, P Square, Chikuka, what's her name? All these celebrities, they were there at Lekki Tollgate during the protest. They actually led the protest. People like Maleki and Anko. And while you were presenting, you called them children. That they were insulting their elders. So Desmond Elliot became an elder. Whereby people like Maleki, that is far, far older than Desmond Elliot, became Desmond Elliot's children. And some idiots like Desmond Elliot will not say, I should shut up. Anyone that is saying, I should shut up because I am trying to tell them that Desmond Elliot is an idiot, he said Desmond Elliot. You see, one thing is this, joke apart. The way they get into power is like there is something, like a boy said yesterday, one of our brothers said this yesterday. They went into a covenant with the devil. This guys goes into a demonic covenant with the devil before they come to politics. I am very certain, I am sure, before they go into elective position, they are being indoctrinated. They are being made to swear an oath. They are being made to swear an oath. I'm very sure. My mind is telling me that these guys are being made to swear an oath. Oath of allegiance, not to the country, but to their people, to these godfathers. They give them some demons. That is why anybody will just come in and forget everything about the people. Jesus Christ. That is why I said, I will never be a politician. Never. Listen, my integrity cannot be bought. It's too expensive. No amount of money in this world can actually buy. I will never go there. Where I will not have a say, then I was a good man, but I was a nobody. Then I walked into their terrain. I turned into a demon. Like what we are seeing today. Come on, guys. You see a politician. You buy one, build one house. Build two, build three, build four. Build five, build six, build seven. It's a very long video, sir. If it's a very long video, it's on social media. It's everywhere. And yet they are not tired. They will start stealing. They will steal. Now, let's take Amechi as an example. Amechi as an example. Amechi was two times State House of Assembly speaker in Rivers State. for 8 years. Then he became the governor for another 8 years. That's 16 years. Am I correct now? Now he's now a minister for 5 years now, counting. So at the end, it's going to be another 8 years again. So 16 plus 8 is 24 years. Now, in 24 years, this guy have been paid by the state or federal government allocation. He had never spent 1 naira of his money in the last 21 years. He had never spent a kobo of his income in the last 21 years of his life. He's just 60 now. If you take 21 years away from 60, he was 30 something. He was a nobody. When I mentioned he was coming to government, he was poor. Was a PA, totally. But yet today, this guy is still stealing. He's still stealing as I speak to you. He's not yet satisfied with the amount that he has amounted to himself. In his locality, people are still suffering. Is that not another Desmond Elliot? All this money, where the packer they go? In children, they are abroad. These guys, they will just go to abroad, and go rent an hotel, a room, presidential suite, all over the world. In America, they have. In UK, they have. In Australia, they have. In Canada, they have. In Germany, they have. In Italy and Spain, they have. This guy will just rent these hotels. They will rent the hotels, empty, presidential suite, whereby you are paying close to 3,000 euros per day. They will leave it there empty. They will take the key. They will just put the key in their pocket and travel back to Nigeria. They will be paying. They will just be paying. They will just be paying. So I start wondering, okay, what is their problem? You have a big house in Lagos, in Abuja, in your state, nearly every part of Nigeria. They bought houses in Europe, they bought houses in America, but yet they will still have an hotel. They just put them there. It's worrisome. Let our people start thinking of the masses. You are elected to make us comfortable. We gave you our power. We made you our representative. We didn't create you. We didn't bring you to come and be a lord over us. Take your salary. Even your salary alone can still make you a rich man. Your salary can still make you a rich man. You don't need to be a super rich when you come to government. Listen, guys. Do you know in a dozen House of Assembly, they have 24 members? Do you know that every year they get an allocation? They called constituency project allocation. They get it. Sometimes it can be 50 million. Sometimes it can be 100 million, depending on how much they allocate for themselves. Each of them. In the federal, they have 200 million on each senator.
To the next level. Thank you, Jesus, for giving us the governor.
Yo, John, 1 minute, please. Hello. Hello, sir. Fine, sir. Fine, sir. It was okay. I'm on live video now. I don't know if I can call you back immediately I finish, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah. So, Amechi is in his 50s. Okay, thank you. Ebe. Imagine in his 50s. So remove 21 away from 50. He's already 30 something. As I said, he's going to his 60s. He's going to his 60s. So remove 21 away from there. Imagine that. So imagine how much he had been living on the Nigerian government. Yet they still. Is something actually wrong with the psychic of our politicians? Let us say the truth to ourselves now. A man who has been in government since 1999 till 2021 years. He has not spent his kobo to even buy fuel. In 8 years, he lives in the government house. In another 8 years, he became the governor. He lives in the government house. Then he left there, became a minister. He lives in the government house. Now, the second time, he's living in the government house. His feeding, his car, his transportation, everything about him is being taken care of by the government of Nigeria. Not forgetting the pension and the other money he gets as an ex-governor of Rivers State. Yet they are still stealing. Is it not worrisome to any of you here? If you guys can actually think and actually think along that line of my thought, is it not worrisome for anyone here? That they still steal? Imagine you are working in Europe, my brother and sister. Government, you work. Maybe you are getting 3,000 euros every month. All your bills is being paid by government, both feeding, transport, everything, even your car, your house, your clothes, is being paid by government. And it means you just keep your 30,000 for your 3,000 euros in your account for 21 years. Can we multiply how much that will be? Just only 3,000 euros. Multiplied by 21 years, you know how much you would have saved if you don't touch a kobo. Will you not be a millionaire? Will you not be a millionaire in euros? For 21 years, you are saving 3,000 euros only. Because these people give 3,000 euros to their girlfriend. These people, they give 3,000 euros to their girlfriend to go to you for transportation. Carry Uber or Taxify. Do you not save such money for 21 years? And yet this guy, they still steal. Is it not, are they actually Desmond idiots? When he was also talking, Elliot, talk about the Oba Palace. Listen, guys, I'm a Benin man. Okay, in Benin, after God, the next person we respect is our Oba. Whether you are a pastor or not, we give that reverence to the Oba of Benin. So I am totally against. I condemn that act whereby people went into the palace of the Oba of Lagos and get it looted. It doesn't matter if the Oba of Lagos had palliative in his custody. It is sacrilege. It is an abomination based on custom and tradition. So I totally against such an act from our youths. Not children, they are youths. I'm totally against it, and I'm not going to support it in any ways. But in the presentation of Desmond Elliot, he never made mention or critically analyzed the lives that were lost at Lekki Tollgate during the unfortunate shootout by the Nigerian military. He never made so much emphasis on it, just like what Buhari did during his live broadcast. That gets me worried, Desmond. Your fellow youth were killed in their primes. Your fellow youth were killed in their numbers. All you could do or say is only to make reference to the incident that happened at the palace without not making reference or references, as it may be, to the unfortunate incident that happened at Lekki Tollgate and every other part of Lagos State where youth of your age mate were silent, killed in their numbers in a cold blood. Where many legislators, where many president governors were murdered that would have also been like you in a few years' time. I am very confident in my spirit that some of those guys that were killed on that day would have one day risen to the stadium that you find yourself today, and maybe they would have done something differently from what you have been doing or you have done. Like I said, please, I am not in support of that the atrocity that was committed by breaking into the palace of the Oba of Lagos. I'm not against that. It was a right thing that he said it, but I am against him only concentrating on the old without making reference to the youth who are the leaders of tomorrow, who owns the future of the nation called Nigeria. That is my worry. That's my pain. You cannot, your youth cannot, your people cannot be being killed. Your age mate are being killed. You said nothing about it. I remember the very first day I was here when there was the first shootout in Benin, when a guy was killed during the protest. I was outraged. I was outraged because why? It is what I would not take. Because I see that guy as a governor. I see him as a president. I see him as a captain of industries. Because nobody knows who is going to be who tomorrow. But his life was cut short like that. His dreams, hope, and aspiration ended the day he was killed. And people like my type will not stand back, fold our hands, and keep quiet. I will always cry out. That is one of the reasons why I cried out on that day. I also remember yesterday I watched a video or a news that a child of 11 years or so, or 10 years, joined in the burning down of the Ebotu police station or something like that. And he called himself the Inspector General of Police among his peer groups. And he was on the uniform of a sergeant of the Nigerian police that they took from the police station before it was set ablaze. They arrested him and they said they are taking him to juvenile court. I want to say, Governor Baseki, with all due respect, sir, that boy needs you now than ever. He doesn't need to be taken to court. He needs to be taken to juvenile home. He's a minor. He's a product of failed state that all the past and present political figures cost on us as a state, as a nation. If there was a proper plan for education, I am sure that young boy, which is 10 or 11 years old, will not be on the street committing havoc or creating havoc. Rather, we will be in school, either operating as a vocational student, or we will go to a proper school. So I want to beg you, sir, you don't take such a child to the prison. Rather, you're going to build more and more criminal in the society. My advice is this: take the child to a juvenile home. Let him be rehabilitated. Let him be rehabilitated so that he can become somebody better tomorrow. So he cannot become a product of a better society created by your administration. Like I've told you in many of my videos, openly and privately, sir, that the best way in which we can eradicate hoodlums, oligarchism, cultism from our system is for you to operate another system of education called the vocational training, or what we know in Africa as technical college. When I mean technical college, make it pure technical college, sir. Not technical college whereby they teach more than they do practicals. Let it be more practicals, less theory. So that these guys who could not absorb the educational model in Nigeria, in Edo State in particular, can find themselves into the technical colleges or vocational trainings and get trained up in one vocational studies or the other. They're coming out with a certificate recognized by the Nigerian and the state government. We give them the belonging that they are not. It will be that the belonging that they are not just outside the government, but they're actually part and parcel of the Edo State. So I'm pleading with you, sir, set him free. Don't take him back to his parents. Let him be taken care by the state so that he can become somebody better for our society tomorrow. Many of us would have been worse than him if not the free education that we got while we were growing up. If not the way Amanda the school we have been, if not the way Ali, Professor Ambrose Ali, gave us books, gave us pencils, gave us readers. Everything that we needed was given to us in our time. That gave many of us the chance to actually go through school in a more conducive environment. I remember then, we also come to school also and eat some food. Every when we are having what is it called end of year, end of term, they will call result. The first in the class. Who is the first? Maybe you have primary 1 to 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F. Then they will not look at who has the highest number that came out first. Ali will give you. They will give you a present. Then they will not cook for us rice. As when we are coming to school, come with a rubber. They will share rice. No matter how many we are in the school, everybody will get that small rice and that small meat. It helps us. It encourages us. If any other thing, the food we are going to eat in the school is one thing that is taking some of us there. From there, we were not captured. We became who we are today. Please, sir, let us not just leave this guy and put him in the juvenile prison. He's going to grow into becoming a more. You're going to come out to become more dangerous to the society than you think. Because our prisons doesn't actually repair people. Our prisons destroy people. In Europe or in America, people go to prison, they come out refined. But in our own case, people go to prison, they come out hardened criminals. I'm begging you, sir, this pleading, please, set the guy free, let him go. And as you do that, sir, will be so, 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 so much appreciate you. Guys, if you are a youth like me, you are still in less 50s below, you are a youth. Please, guys, if you are vying for position in any elective position, whether you are in Nigeria or any part of Africa, make sure you are going there. Make sure you are going there to help the people. Don't go there for yourself. Make a name. Make a name. So that when you leave, your children will enjoy the name you've made. Good name is better than riches. And for those of you who celebrate these people, when they make wealth without no means, stop celebrating them. Maybe if we do that, we'll reduce many Desmond idiots among the youth. If you don't celebrate wealth, if you don't celebrate riches anymore, maybe we are going to reduce the high level of many Desmond idiots in our midst. Maybe I'm very sure that we cannot go outside that terrain. You know, that terrain that we are in. Let us go change narratives, make things better. I want to be among those that will leave my footprint on the sand of time. Sunlight of our sun. This is who I am from the beginning. I've never changed. As that's why I say, come to this country. I have a very odd temper, anyways. I have a very odd temper. When you're not doing the way I want it to do, I can get a little bit mad. I have a very odd temper, but I control my temper as much as I can to make sure that things are done the way it ought to be done. I'm not materialistic. I'm not. I love growing. Everything I do it in phases. Okay. My own is peace. When there is peace, everything works well. If all of us we are happy together, you are rich, I'm rich, we don't have a problem. I'm telling you. We don't have a problem. We don't have a problem. If you are rich, I'm rich. No wala. It's only when you are rich, I'm not rich, that's where there's wala. Jealousy will come. Let's build a better Nigeria that we, the youth, can be able to be proud to say, yes, in my time, Nigeria changed. I want to leave my voice in the sand of time. That I will be able to say, in my time as a youth, I led my voice to the voice of many. I will change things in our time. In our maybe in the time of our children, in the next 5-10 years, this social media might not be the same again. It might be something different. People then they might even be flying on the air. Who knows? There will be no plane. They will just fly. You see them in America. They might even be talking to you, like they are with you. Through this abstract whatever that they are doing. Nobody knows what is going to happen. So that is why it is good that you live yourself in a time like this. So that when people come and begin to see that which you have done, your name will be respected and regarded by all. We talk about Ambrosali today every time we speak. Talk about S.O. Bermuda today every time we speak. Are they the only governors that have ruled those states? The answer is no. They are not. They are not. Why is it only them we talk? Because they actually left a legacy behind for everyone to see. That is what we are fighting for. That is what I believe that we as Nigerians should fight for. I live in Sweden. I feel comfortable. I feel like a king. But this is not my home. I have a home. I have a home. There's nothing like home. Home, sweet home. I must go home one day. What legacy am I going to leave behind if I die? How are people going to look at my children? What are they going to say about me to my grandchildren? Because any legacy I left behind today will be told, if not by all, but by the environment or the locality where I lived. They will tell that story. You live here today. You build a house in your area in Benin or any part of Lagos, any part of Nigeria. Your neighbor don't have water. Brother, give a pipe. That matter, the matter big, oh, Sister Grace. The matter big. You know, I would not want to. Okay, when we finish, you call me. Let me talk to you privately. I don't want to say that here. Sister Grace, we will talk on Messenger. Call me later when we finish. If I talk that one for a year now, we go. I go cost a walla. Me, I don't go there. Okay. Maybe when we talk, then you understand me. And if you feel, then we can go ahead and do it. Thank you, Sunlight of all. We appreciate you, sir. We really appreciate you for that because we just say the way it is. For me, I say the way it is. I don't have anything to hide. I'm as open as anything. Okay, and I appreciate every one of you, Sister Grace. I appreciate you, Bright. I appreciate you, Mercy. I appreciate you, MD Edosa, Blessing Angel. Jane, I appreciate you guys. Brand new to food. My brother, Sunlight of Awesome. You know, it was one guy that was with me during the campaign. He was engaged Obaseki, but today we have become like friends. You know, sometimes in politics, don't create enemies. So let me use it to talk to our political gladiators in Benin. Emmanuel Bogun, thank God I spoke with him yesterday. He has understood with us now, and we are on the same page. Kola Dapayi, also I appreciate you guys. Everybody now wants to put things together so we can make Edo a better place. And Komunosali Sazel Sakonokodi, Abatobaze, please guys, wherever it is, let's drop it and let's move together so we can build a better Edo. Wherever it is, guys, let's put it aside. We need a unified Edo. We need an Edo whereby we can speak in one voice and make things happen. We are youth of our time, and I believe we can be able to change the narrative by coming together as one indivisible youth who fought tirelessly to bring about, you know, a good governance in Edo State. Apostle Alfred, you know, sir, Ebo Stone, Ago Blessing. There are many accountable of you guys in Nigeria there. I appreciate every one of you. Every one of you. I am begging you guys right now. The time of politics is over. Let's unite together. Let's form a united force. Let's build Edo of our dream. Like you said, Abatoba said that we're going to have a new Edo as a new Singapore. We want to see Singapore happening in Edo. It was so called Edo, the new Dubai. We want to see the new Dubai happen in Edo. Come on, call Edo the small London. We want to see the small London happening in Edo. So let us put that together and make this work. Let's make Obaseki's name to be on record. Let people not say, oh, you guys supported him. See what he had done to the state. We can distract him by our excesses and unnecessary, a war on the social media space. Okay? Like I said, I'm saying it again now. I am not in for political appointment. I'm not in for any recognitions. But I am one concerned Edo citizen that want a better Edo where I can come home and invest the little that I've gotten from another man's land in order to better the loss of the Edo people and myself. So my cry is not for you guys to recognize me. It's of no importance. But my cry is for peace to reign among us as a people. Let's not fight dirty or because of politics. Let's not create an unnecessary enemy. Like I said now, many of the people we are against Obaseki are my friends now. Are my friends on YouTube. Are my friends on Facebook. We talk now. There's a lady now we talk on phone. She's my friend now. It was against Obaseki, but today we are friends. There's a guy also, we not do business together. You see that now? We not do business together because I didn't take that to be a war. After the election, that's why I hardly, except when you insult me, that's when I react. If you don't insult me, you can give me all your take. I will always want to, explain to you what you need and what you don't need. Okay, guys. I love you guys. Thank you very, very much. Edo, Nigeria must move forward. Say no to any Desmond idiot in Edo State. Bye, guys. God bless you. Share this video as you go. God bless you. See you tomorrow again. Have a blessed night. Yeah, good evening, guys. A quick one.